Shabby with Chris Singleton. Welcome into our broadcast. We've got nobody out here in the fifth. Bichette batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
On to first, one up, one down.
The batter, number 7. Designated hitter
Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
That's out number 2. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
The third baseman, Ernie Clement.
And that's in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0.
You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so.
Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Varsho puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But, yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you.
That's a ball.
Bush, the next to hit, takes ball
Counts
1.
1-0.
2 out, space is empty. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Here's Nico Horner, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That's a laser base hit. The throw in there. He scores. And they extend their lead. So 2 on with 2 away. John Birdie, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a hit. Here comes Kelly. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and the lead continues to grow. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's as far as Alek Manoah will go, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Ryan Burr.
And this marks the 60th time he's come on the pitch so far this year. Clearly a very relied upon arm in this bullpen.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a ground ball. They limit the damage here. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. The Cubbies out in front, 14-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Tyone back to work. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Kirk, 26 years old. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. And that one fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Went right after him with that 2-strike pitch as he continues to roll on the mound.
Yeah, he's not out there trying to nibble at all. He is attacking the strike zone. And I think when your confidence builds as the start goes on, still putting up all zeros on the scoreboard gives you a lot of confidence that you can really continue to go after these hitters. And that wasn't the best pitch for the strikeout there, and he'd probably admit that, but he got it by him.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Stays alive. 1 out, base is empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Fastball is outside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So now back to the top of the order.
Only 2
Now
hits
batting,
allowed so
the
far
second
tonight,
baseman,
Boog, so I
Andre.
don't think that one will disrupt his
Team
momentum all
Perez.
that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Andres Jimenez. That clips the corner. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Man at first, one away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground, and foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
On the ground, right side, Horner. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, Nathan.
And now it's going to be Nathan Lucas. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. Next
0-1.
pitch misses, and the count 1-2. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. The Cubs lead this one 14-0. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. And that's off
That's
the
inside.
inside edge. And that is ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Eric Swanson up and throwing. Nance also throwing. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Santander hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Kyle
The
Tucker.
right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Ian Happ up to hit. Hit in the air. Left field. Santander hauls it in. 2 away. Swanson digs in. He's already homered here in this one. And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho under this one. And that is that. One left for the Cubs, but they're still on cruise control. 14-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. On the ground to third. Birdie fires over to first. And Guerrero is set
Now
down.
batting, left fielder,
Anthony Santander at the plate.
Santander.
Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. They got it for out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And they'll do it again. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that puts him just 1 K away from 200 on the year. Blue Jays go down in order, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Ripped on a line to center. And it's caught for the out.
He was all over that fastball right there. Tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So up now for Chicago, Nico Hoerner.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And a rope into center field, base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, 15-0.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
John Birdie at the plate. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out.
Well, the throw bounced in there perfectly. Really nice job on the bag. Pick it, apply that tag, hold it on him. Just didn't get a good jump over there at first base. That's half the battle of stealing bases, maybe even more.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and that'll get down for a hit.
The center fielder.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple.
Birdie runs. Pitch misses. Throw save. That's a stolen base. Birdie at second with 2 down. Pitch is in there, and the count even at 1. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. That one to first. Guerrero takes it to the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. Cubs lead it 15-0. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The designated hitter, Will Wagner.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tyson Miller.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Right through there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes.
Now batting,
He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Clement in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Good eye in that spot.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a pop-up. Bush hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right
Now
down the heart of the
batting,
plate.
catcher,
Had pretty good timing on it.
Alejandro.
Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Alejandro Kirk will hit next. That's in for a strike. The Cubs up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
He finds
No
himself
ball,
in a
2
tough
strikes.
situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Start the bus. They're down 15-0.
Now pitching for
Tommy
the Blue
Nance
Jays,
takes over on the mound.
number 45.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high
Tommy.
rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Leading off the Cubs,
Now
the
it's going to be
designated
Cody
hitter,
Sullivan.
Sullivan.
Nance,
At the ball.
a righty that throws with power. He throws a slurve, a sinker, and he works in a slider. That one finds the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. Nance sets, fires. And there's a hit. And a good start to the inning. Kyle Tucker digs in now. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe at
He's
second, and that was not close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Varsho after it. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
The left fielder, number 8.
So a
Ian
man aboard,
Happ.
and next will be the cleanup hitter, Ian Happ. And that one hit to first. Can't glove it cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. He's already homered in this game. And that one ripped into right. Lucas hauls it in to end the inning. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The Cubbies out in front, 16-0. Back at the ballpark
Leading
as
up
we take
for
a check of the
Toronto,
bullpen
the
so
center
far
fielder,
this season.
Dalton Varsho.
Miller back to work. On a line out towards center. Crow Armstrong makes the catch. 1 away. Andres
Now
Jimenez
back,
getting
second
ready to
baseman,
hit. 0 for
Andres
3 in this one.
Jimenez.
Foul ball. There's a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front
Now
there.
batting,
Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Lucas in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs slug their way to a win in this one.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
So this one got a little out of hand. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.